In the golden heart of Africa, where the grasslands shimmer like oceans of sunlight, an unlikely bond changed the fate of an entire ecosystem. Imagine a massive lion, feared by all, standing proudly beneath the endless sky. Now imagine a tiny dog, no bigger than a bundle of fur, challenging him. What happens when the king of the savannah meets the smallest, bravest creature he has ever seen? Prepare for a story of courage, laughter, loyalty, and destiny. A tale where size doesn't matter, heart does. Join us as we uncover the legend of how a lion prince and a village dog became the greatest protectors of Africa's wild lands. The roar of the plains. The morning sun painted the savanna gold as the animals stretched and yawned beneath the warming rays. In the middle of this glowing grassland lived Luma, a young lion with a magnificent golden mane, already known as the future king. He walked with pride, but also with curiosity. He loved exploring things far beyond the lion territory. One day, while wandering near the edge of a human village, he heard a strange noise. Bark, 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 Luma froze. What creature dares warn the king of lions? He growled. From behind a cooking hut jumped a tiny, scruffy African dog named Tiko. Tiko puffed his chest bravely, though he barely reached Luma's knee. Luma blinked. Tiko barked louder, and thus began the most unexpected friendship the savannah had ever seen. The bravest small dog in Africa. Tiko wasn't just any dog. He was known in the village as the Great Protector, not because of his size, not because of his bark, but because he feared absolutely nothing. He chased goats twice his weight. He barked at thunder. He once challenged a stubborn ostrich. So when a lion appeared near the village, Tiko did what Tiko always did. He stood his ground. Luma stared at this fierce little creature and burst into laughter. "You are tiny," Luma roared. "And you are loud," Tiko barked. The two circled each other, neither backing down. Luma intrigued, Tiko determined. Finally, Luma spoke. "You're brave. I respect that." Tiko tilted his head. "You're huge. I guess that's impressive." And that was how a lion and a little dog became friends. Trouble in the tall grass. Peace didn't last long. That year, the rains came late. The rivers thinned, the grass dried, water holes shrank. Animals traveled farther and farther for water, and danger lurked everywhere. Hyenas grew restless. Elephants wandered into farmland. Leopards prowled near villages. One day, Luma and Tiko climbed a rocky hill to look across the savannah, and what they saw chilled them. The sacred watering hole, the gathering place for hundreds of animals, was almost gone. Only a muddy puddle remained. Without water, the entire savannah would suffer. Tiko turned to Luma. "We have to help them," he said. Luma nodded. "We must protect the savannah, together." And with that, the lion and the little dog became guardians. The search for the hidden spring. Ancient stories spoke of a hidden spring, a deep underground source of pure water protected by ancestral spirits. But no one had seen it in generations. Luma and Tiko gathered a team. Nala, a wise elephant with a powerful memory. Kazi, a cheetah faster than the wind. Oba, an old tortoise who knew forgotten secrets. Zuri, a colorful lilac-breasted roller who saw everything from the sky. Together, the unlikely group set out across scorching plains, through thorn forests, and over rocky hills. They faced challenges, a brush fire they had to outrun, a giant python blocking their path, a dust storm that nearly separated them, a territorial eagle mistaking Tiko for a snack. But with teamwork and Tiko's surprisingly clever ideas, they pushed through. Finally, Oba the tortoise whispered, "The spring lies beneath the ground, guarded by roots older than any of us." They listened, they searched, they dug, and then A burst of crystal water shot into the air. They found it, the hidden spring. Water for the Savanna. News spread quickly. Zuri flew to tell the animals. Elephants marched to widen the path. Meerkats dug channels. Buffalo stomped out a crater. Giraffes carried leaves to shade the area. Even the hyenas helped, for the first time in years. Tiko stood proudly on a rock, barking commands like a tiny general. Luma roared instructions that echoed across the plains. By sunset, a new watering hole had formed, large, shimmering, life-giving. Animals danced, splashed, drank, and cried with relief. The Savanna breathed again, a bond unbreakable. Luma looked down at his small friend. "You have the heart of a lion," he said. "And you," Tiko replied, "have the loyalty of a dog." From that day forward, the lion and the little dog became legends. They patrolled the Savanna together, protected the animals, watched over the villages, and reminded everyone that bravery has no size, friendship has no limits, and unity can save the world. The legacy of the lion and the dog. Years later, elders still tell the story of Luma and Tiko. Children laugh at the idea of a tiny dog barking at a giant lion. Then they smile when they learn. Courage comes in all sizes. Friendship can bloom in the strangest places. Working together brings life to all. And every time the rains fall and the watering hole fills, the animals say, "This is the gift of the lion and the dog. A gift of courage, a gift of unity, a gift of hope."